The last few months have felt like a lot. There have been weddings, flowers everywhere, sick kids, unfinished jobs, emails I probably should have answered sooner, and more creative ideas than I have time for, or honestly, brain space to do anything with. And I've been filming bits and pieces throughout all of it, always thinking I would turn them into videos as I went, but every time I felt like I was catching up, life just became busy again. And now I have months worth of footage sitting on my computer, probably enough for nearly 4 or 5 separate videos, but so much time has passed that it didn't feel right to post it all and pretend it only just happened, so I thought I would look back at it instead. March started with very good intentions. I had plans for my business, YouTube, the house, and all these creative projects that I wanted to work on, whilst also trying to be a mum, help Lockie with his business, and just keep up with all the normal parts of life. But when wedding season became busy and then the kids kept getting sick and even I did, everything just slowly started piling up, and by the end of May I had mostly stopped looking at my emails unless something seemed genuinely urgent, which probably isn't the most recommended business strategy, but at the time it was what I needed to do to cope. And so this is really just an honest look back at that season, the beautiful parts, the chaotic parts, and the reality of trying to balance motherhood during wedding season as a floral designer. Hi! Yeah. No, you don't need to go out there, buddy. It's too wet. Maybe later. I'm happy. Okay, so I just have to make 18 of these. She's cute. I think looking back, something that I'm slowly learning and probably accepting is that this is the season of life I'm in right now. I have 2 young kids and they need a lot from me, obviously, and I want to be there for all of it because I know this part of our lives isn't going to last forever, even though when you're actually in it, some of the days feel incredibly long. But also I have this really strong creative part of me that I love my business and I love what I do and I love making things, and I'm constantly thinking about new ideas and things I want to create. I just don't really know how to switch that part of my brain off, and I don't necessarily want to. So it's this constant balancing act of wanting to be present with the kids but also wanting to keep building something that matters to me. Hi guys. Ooh. All the flowers have been here from the ceremony to reception, and yeah, today was a big day, so we were definitely moving. It turned out amazing, and yeah, really like this one, and it's also a stunning venue. I'm gonna go home. Alan, can you grin? YouTube is looking at this. That's so big. Good morning. I'm down in the studio. It's like pretty well 8 o'clock already. I think I'm just gonna try and allocate some flowers.
This was our third wedding for March and another early sourcing trip down to Brisbane. I really do love these market mornings. Being able to see everything in person and choose the flowers is definitely one of my favourite parts, but there are also long days, and by the time I get home I'm usually exhausted. This wedding was at Gavin and it had a really nice soft pretty colour palette, and I was really happy with how it all came together, and I loved how easy it was to repurpose into the reception space.
Our next wedding after this was at the dairy, and it was completely different in the fact that it was more bright pastel spring florals, and I just feel like this venue having a spring pastel brief actually suits it perfectly and is a really fun option. So this was definitely a favourite of mine from the start of this year. The weddings themselves were still the part that I loved the most. It was everything else around them that had started to become a bit harder to stay on top of. I had been sick again and one of my kids had been unwell for weeks. I was running on a lot less sleep, and weddings, they have deadlines and that kind of thing, so they become priority and everything else sort of just fell behind. It wasn't that any one thing felt overwhelmingly stressful, it was more just that everything felt time sensitive and I was just trying to fit it into late nights and nap times. And I think when you're in that mode you don't really stop to notice how much stuff you've got going on, and you just kind of keep moving to the next thing and the next thing.
Hi guys, we're just packing the car. We're taking 2 cars today. Don't feel as restricted with how we're packing, which is kind of nice.
I've been meaning to do this for such a long time, printing out some of the beautiful photos from my past weddings along with the messages that my couples have sent me afterwards. And I think because so much of this work happens quite quickly, you spend weeks and months planning and then the wedding arrives and you make everything, deliver it, and you're just on to the next one, and so you don't always stop and properly take in everything that we've actually done. So it was really nice to be able to sit down and go through a lot of these weddings and read some of these words again, and seeing the photos printed out and putting everything together made me realize how much the business has grown over the past few years, not only in the amount of work we've been able to create, but in my own style, my confidence, and the way I approach each wedding. There have been so many people who have trusted me with such a significant part of their day. They've trusted my ideas, my creativity, my vision, and I don't think that's something I ever want to take for granted. And of course, not everything has always happened perfectly or smoothly. There have been stressful moments and hard lessons, and definitely some mistakes along the way, things that at the time feel really difficult, but they've also taught me so much, and you learn from it. You make changes, you try to do better, and slowly things become smoother, and you fine-tune your systems, your communication, the way you work. And I think all of those lessons are just part of the growth as well, even if they aren't always the prettiest parts to look back on. So being able to put some of these photographs and messages up together feels really special. It's almost like a little physical reminder of what we've created and how far the business has come, and all of the people who have been a part of that. I really want to keep adding to it as we create more weddings, and looking ahead at all the couples I'm working with this year, it still feels slightly crazy that people continue to trust me with their ideas and allow me to bring my own creativity into such an important day. But it's also incredibly exciting and honestly just so much fun, and I feel really lucky that this is something I get to do.
And while I'm so excited for all of the weddings still to come this year, May has also been a really nice chance to slow down a little and find my feet again. I've still been working away in the studio, creating a few weddings and organising the space, even if I didn't manage to film very much of it. I've also had more time with the kids and a little more space to be creative outside of flowers, and that's something I'd really love to share more of here too. Just all of the different things I'm making, learning, and slowly building. I'm still figuring out what that looks like, but I'm excited to keep creating and bringing you along with me. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this very overdue catch up. Love, Courty.